Today is our day 6 class on topics EBS, and we'll cover the following things. So, introduction to EBS, types of EBS. We'll show a hands-on demo how to create a EBS, and we'll attach that EBS to EC2. We'll connect to EC2 and do some command. We also show the hands-on how to mount that EBS. We'll test that thing and make mount permanent. We'll also increase a running volume, and we will show this thing in the hands-on without any interruption, and we'll show real DevOps use case of EBS and common mistake when we are adding EBS. So before we start the video, just a quick reminder: you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel, because after complete the 40 days AWS course, we will also create DevOps and cloud related video which will help your career. So don't forget to subscribe the channels. So now let's start the class. So introduction to EBS. What is EBS? So Amazon EBS is a block storage service that provides persistent storage for EC2 instance. Work like a hard disk. Data is not lost after stop or start the EC2. Even if we delete the EC2, we can also persist our EC2 volume. We can see that thing in the hands-on demo, and used for like database, apps, and logs to store everything in EBS volume. There are like a few types of commonly used in EBS. Here I put the most common one. So normally we're using GP2 and GP3. It is general purpose. IO1, IO2 is high performance and it's a little bit expensive, and ST1 is throughput optimized, and SC1 cold storage. There is also one is like magnetic, that one is very slow and backdated, and in the demo we'll use the GP3. So hands-on demo will follow the following steps. So first we'll create a volume, then we'll configure that volume, like how much size it would be, what type of file system, and which availability zone we'll create. One thing need to make sure, like our EC2 and volume need to be in the same region and same zone. Otherwise EC2 will not able to get that volume. I'll show in that thing in the demo. Then create volume. After create the volume, we will attach that volume. Then we'll choose the instance and we give a device name. Then we'll attach that thing, connect EC2. Then we type the lsblk. Then you can see the new hard disk is there. This is the disk name. We'll format our hard disk by this command, and this name could be different. Then we'll create a folder and we'll mount that folder with this hard disk which we added now. Then we'll check the mount point and we can verify that thing, and we can create a file in that hard disk. Then we'll restart the thing and you can see this hard disk is available or not, and we can add this hard disk permanently by adding this file etc fstab. We need to add this command in etc fstab file, and here we need to put our device ID which will get by this command. Then we can run that command to make sure all hard disk is mounted. Then the real DevOps use case is store application data, database storage, log storage, and Kubernetes persistent volume. These things we are using in the real case of AWS EBS and used with Docker and Kubernetes. And common mistakes like we are doing, like we are create EC2 and create a volume in different zones. So make sure EC2 and volume in the same region, and forget to format, then we are not able to mount. So mount command will be fail. Make sure we format that new hard disk. Like another thing is not added in fstab. So if we not added that hard disk in fstab, then if we restart the EC2, that mount point will be gone. So that the common mistake. And here I also add one thing: increase the volume. How to increase running volume? So first we will increase our volume from the AWS console. Then we need to run that two commands. Then our hard disk will be increased. And your homework is you will create EBS volume. Then you add that volume to your EC2. Then mount it and create a file inside that, then make sure you give a restart and make sure your file is persistent and you can see that file. Okay, so now let me do the everything in the hands-on. So this is AWS EC2 dashboard. So here you need to create a EC2, give a name like D1, choose any operating system. So in my case I'm choosing Amazon Linux. And like one thing, like if you choose Amazon and Ubuntu, the command could be a little bit different. So it's EC2 instance, then keep here, put it this thing, security group, I put any one which I created before. So in the hard disk section, you can see this type of volume available. I already told that thing. So GP3, GP2, and make sure these are free, they are eligible when I'm making the test. And magnetic standard, this is also free tier, but this is very slow. This is backdated mode. And another two is available there. So cold HDD and throughput optimized HDD. These are not available when you are create the EC2 at the first time. Like this is not support the root volume. So that's why these two are disabled. But when you create a volume, you can see that two option also available. So let me create that thing GP3 and launch instance. View all instance. For creating the volume, we need to go to the volume, the left side. Let me go to the EC2 and make sure this is run in the USS 1B. So I need to create that volume here. So this volume is for the created EC2, it 8 GB. So for creating new volume, you need to create a volume. Just put GP3. You can see all that will be available now. But for my case, GP3 is fine. Make sure you choose your desired size. For my testing purpose, I just put 1 GB. And here I need to, most important thing, I need to make sure EC2 and volume in the same region. You can also, if you want, you can put encrypted your hard disk. In my case, I don't want that. You can also put add if you need. Okay, let me create the volume. You can put refresh. You can see 1 GB is creating. Now let me go to the EC2 and check the volume. Copy that one. SSH minus I. Keep here. And we are using Amazon Linux EC2 dash user. So now if we, let me clear this first. So lsblk, we can see our device name here. So in documentation, that name is different. So for adding, and you can see there is only one hard disk. This is 8 GB. And if you want to see the file df minus ast, if you add t, then it will also show the file type, like this is FSS XFS file system, and this is the size, and 1.6 GB is used. Available is 6.4, 20% is available. It's mounted in root. So now I will add that EC2, and then you can see there will be new one is there. So let me go to the volume section. So select your volume, which one you want to add, then action, then attach volume, then that EC2. If it is different zone, then that will be not showing here. So that's a make sure. So here you need to give a volume name, and like B, C, D, and E are normally reserved for system related. Better you choose D, E, F, X, D, F. There is lots of other also, but in my case I'm choosing is D, F. So now attach that volume. Now if you go to the command line and put the same command, you can see new one is added. Okay, so after added, you need to do some extra command, like you need to format that one. Then you can able to put your data for formatting. I put that command is here, which is this one, sudo mkfs minus text4 def. Your device name will be changed. So copy that one. So like if you choose Ubuntu or like VMware, the device name is changed. So our name is this one. So now is formatted, but still you are not able to see this thing because we need to create a folder or directory and mount that folder or directory to this hard disk. So for that purpose we need to create a directory. So like people to sudo mkdir make data. You can give any name. Then you can just mount your command, sudo mount your hard disk name and your folder name. So copy that one. So make the quicker. So my one is this one. So now df minus h, you can see the data is there. So now this hard disk is mounted is this folder. So now if you create any file, let me get sudo vi data d.text and create like anything like hello EC2 EBS get data d.text. You can see our file is showing here. So now if you restart the server, this mount point will be gone. So that's why we need to add it permanently, and for that purpose we need to edit etc fstab. But before that we need to take the ID of this device. So blk id is the command. blk sorry, I need to add sudo. So now you can see the ID is here. So I need that ID. So make sure your device name is perfect. So our ID would be this one. So let me copy that one here. So BD is starting and 51 is ending. BD is starting, 51 is ending. Okay, now let me add that etcfs file, sudo etcfs. Sorry, I didn't put the VI. So here we need to add the command. So I have already added that command in the documentation. Go to documentation, just copy that one. So make sure you put your ID here. So our ID is here. Oh, stuck. 51. Let me copy that. Okay, so ID same. So you need to put the mount point where we mounted. So data is our mount point and file system ext4, and these two command need to be added: defaults, no fails, 02. Okay, let me set this file. Then you need to type sudo mount minus a, and no error is getting. Now if you restart that device or server, you can see that data will be still remaining. So let me restart, make sure to show you. So sudo, I know this data will be there, but for your case just want to make sure, and it will take some time to up the server again. So let me documentation to see anything. So we already discussed everything in the documentation. So we try the command again. lsblk, you can see this one is available there with data df minus h, you can also see data, and if you see cat data, you can see the file is available now. So now I need to increase this size 8 GB to 10 GB. So our existing hard disk, if we need more storage, then we can increase it over the fly, but we are not able to decrease our size. We can also just increase option available. So it's very convenient for us. Sometimes our log is going more and more than that time our storage is full, then we need to right away we need to increase that size. After increase the size, also I will be safe side, then we can do some R&D why that log is going to increase. So now let me increase the size. For that purpose, you need to go to the AWS console first. So go to the AWS console. Here is our volume. So we need to increase our 8 GB one. So let me select that one. Go to action, modify volume, put it 10. So our one is like just be smaller hard disk, and just we want to increase only 2 GB. So if we are increasing more, then it could be take a bit time. But now we can use these things in the command line. So if you type same command, type lsblk first, lsblk. So we can see our device is 10 GB, but our partition is not 8 GB. And if you type df minus h, we can also see it's 8 GB. So for adding this extra space, we need to run that 2 command, and I have put that 2 command in the documentation. So sudo sudo grow part dev, and the device name same. So it could be different sometimes. So in my case, I added this just command. So copy that thing. So make sure device name nvm0n1, nvme0n1. Okay, let me enter. Is added. Now if you type lsblk, you can see the device size and partition is same, but it's still df minus h, it's showing 8 GB. So for that purpose, I need to run that command. So now if you type df minus h, you can see that thing is 10 GB now. Okay, that way you can easily increase your current size. Okay, so now go to the AWS console and make sure how you can delete that EC2 and volume. So if you delete that EC2, we are in EC2, so action, sorry, instance type terminate. So if you terminate that EC2, that won't be gone, but this 1 GB is still available, and that way you can persist your EC2 data in separate way. So after that time, you can create another EC2 and you can use that 1 GB volume with that new EC2. So it will take a little bit time to go that one. So wait for around 10 to 20 seconds. So you can see that one is gone. Now only 1 GB is available. So if you want to delete that one, just check that one, action, delete the volume, type delete, and that will be gone. Okay, so that's why you can easily create a new storage and add that one, and also you can increase your current volume also. So that's all for today's video. I hope you like this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. In the next video, I will show another storage, which is EFS elastic file system, and that is very interesting topics in AWS. So up to that time, best of luck. Bye.